Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So in this episode of Back to Basics, I just wanted to cover for all our newer Another Eden players who have come in from the Chrono Cross collab, welcome to the game, and I wanted to kind of cover some basic ideas about chant scripts and treatises. Those are usually the most rarest items in the game in order to side grade a lot of units from either 4.5 to 5 stars or normal style 5 stars to, of course, their another style or extra style. And so in our first example here, you can see I'm running a very hard dungeon for Man-Eating Marsh, which a lot of you should have access to after finishing chapter 26. These cost 1 red key each. Hard dungeons cost 1 green key each. At some point you will be using those green keys at 2 at a time for some later dungeons, but certainly by the time you get to 26, you really want to be grinding all your keys if possible. The reason is twofold. First of all, you can see that in drops, as you grind through many dungeons, you can get codexes and treatises. They each drop at a random 0.1% chance, and being that there's like over 30 ASs out there, another styles, your chance of getting the exact one you want is extremely rare. And so don't be frustrated. Just you understand this RNG as you grind more and more with your red and green keys, you will have the chance of dropping the ones you want. Now, one other way to potentially get some chance and treatises is through the White Gate Key, also known as the Phantom Crystal Dimension. So you might have seen these in the past where you get one and they are at a flat 10% chance of getting a key. So whether or not you run a green key, a red key, or 2 green keys, you still have a flat 10% nonetheless. So this is an additional way to get some items as well as some prayer scripts and murmur scripts, especially for you guys who are relatively early in the game where you don't have much of any resource. Even these medium class scrolls and high class scrolls which you can get can be used to increase your XP and level up your units. Also, don't forget to press on the cats as you walk through these. Collect valuable cat stamps which will unlock awards in the very beginning of each time you go to Phantom Crystal Dimension. You can tap on the big cat and it will give you a kind of a list of what you can kind of trade in as you earn more and more cat stamps. Now the current cap on the cat stamps is 1450. So once you get to that, obviously you can't earn any more, but none of us even in global can get that far just yet unless you spent a lot of money and bought keys with chronostones. As if you're free to play or light spender, I highly don't recommend that. Now, about the Phantom Crystal Dimension, as you wander through here, first of all, you can see this is a special room which automatically gains access to the next level. There are 6 worlds, and if you get to the last world, which is Elzion, that's also known as the Promised Land, which can drop extremely rare. You get 3 chant scripts as well as the treaties of your choice. And so let's see if we get there. And of course, we have finally made it to Elzion. Nice. So what you need to know is that no matter how you pick, it actually does not matter. And so once you gain access to the Phantom Crystal Dimension using the 1 White Gate Key, it doesn't matter which path you choose, it's already all predetermined. And so don't feel like, oh, you have to pick the same path each time or whatever. Just go with whatever you feel because it's already predetermined. If you're lucky, you'll get the success. If you're unlucky, like most of the time, you'll get a failure. And on average, it's a 1 in 108 chance anyway. So, not extremely common. But that being said, once you get here, the very first time you get here, you actually get 50 chronostones as well. After that, you're here all about the chants and the treatises. So again, the main takeaway I want to show you is that you really want to burn your green and red keys, especially as you're early in the game, and continue through doing that. So last thing I want to cover, if you're wondering where to get the extra treatises or chant scripts, you can resort to the last resort here, which is at the Napo Emporium. And so you get Sibirus gems, and I believe you can grind out 120 per week. Now, I usually recommend using some of those for red and green keys, which will help you gain a lot of those benefits that I mentioned earlier in the channel. However, if you need to, you can actually buy 2 additional treatises of any type. So for example, you need to basically grind 3 treaty seeds from any source, either the Phantom Gate or the White Gate Key, as well as drops from, either Garrelia Underworld or Very Hard Dungeons. And then you can buy the other 2. Now, you may be asking, what if I need chant scripts? Well, you can pay the price and get chant scripts here as well. They are extremely expensive here. They are 400 Sabira's gems each, and keep in mind that even if you buy 0 keys, you only have 120 income per week. And so I would highly advise against buying chant scripts. You are better off grinding those chant scripts through running multiple runs of your dungeon and hoping for some good RNG luck. And then, of course, don't forget that you can get chant scripts as you complete side events where usual side events have up to 3 chant scripts to claim. So, for example, I believe the newest Chrono Cross collab will have 3 chants as you grind all those points out. IDA School, for example, first night, 2 nights, the list goes on and on. So as you work through a lot of those side events, you can claim up to 3. Otherwise, really, the only way to do it is through the daily grind. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.